I remember, thank you for that. I remember over, I think a couple of months ago when Governor of Florida, Ron DeSantis, sent some immigrants over to Martha's Vineyard. Nancy Pelosi basically said exactly what you're saying, Chuck Schumer said, which is, don't we need these people to pick fruit, right? So basically, this idea of relegating people and their potential to we need them to come and pick our fruits is exactly the kind of racism, I think, that a lot of people don't talk about, right? Because when I came to America, I didn't come here because I wanted to relegate myself to what I would call the jobs Americans don't want to do. I came here because I wanted to reach my full potential. So why do politicians like that relegate people to these menial jobs that they think are beneath regular Americans, right? So exactly what you're saying, I agree with it, with the fact that they're looking at these people definitely as, economic slaves, basically. They might not be in chains, but they will never have, I mean, if that is their plan for them, they will never have, the financial, fiscal wherewithal to be able to thrive and live the American dream, right? And it's a shame that they're putting these kind of limitations on people, a group of people, a class of people who are coming to the country. So a lot of times when you hear people calling others these kinds of names, racism, racist, xenophobes, and so on, when you actually evaluate their own policies and their own ideologies, you find that they are the ones who actually perpetuate that. And it's basically projection that is happening. Exactly the things they're doing, they blame on the other side, right? And I see a lot of that going on.
100%. And, if you look at even the president of the United States, who's sitting in that White House right now, he's a huge bigot. If you go back and listen first of all, he's been in politics for over 40 years, right? So go back and listen to some of the stuff and the policies that he has. He is a racist. He's a quintessential racist. And so, they want to deflect on us because they don't want people to look over here. Those individuals who are coming over here through the southern border, and by the way, it's over 174 plus different nations. It's not just Cuba and Venezuela and Nicaragua and Haiti and the Dominican and all of these, Mexico and Central America, etc. But let's hone in on those that they're talking about. What do you think the welfare system is? It was created by the Democratic Party. The welfare system, and all of these individuals who are coming into our nation, they don't speak our language. They're not as educated. They come from very poor countries. When they are absorbed into our system, they're given everything under the sun, freebies, right, from our own personal welfare system. It is purposefully set up that way to keep them in the welfare system. That's what it is. And if you look at every poverty city, Democratic city, right, inner cities where there's massive poverty, where people can't get out of this cycle that they're in, 9 times out of 10, it's a huge welfare state. They are kept under Big Daddy Who government, which is policies that are perpetrated by mostly the Democratic Party. These individuals, they need a hand up, not a hand out. We can take these individuals from all of these different countries and nations, and I've looked at this very closely because, again, I'm down at the border. I'm in the trenches with these people. I'm rescuing them. I'm saving them. And I'm listening to them. We need to go and help them where they are in their countries. If you really want to help make these other countries more prosperous, you take our knowledge, our skills, and we go to their country and we set up massive camps where we can educate them, train them on agriculture and politics and all of these amazing things, education, and help them and show them how to be productive members of their own country, their own society, so they can take back what the government has stolen from them in a lot of these third world countries and communist nations, to break the chains, right, of tyranny, and they can be self-sufficient. And then they can be leaders in their own country. That's what needs to happen. But they don't want that because they want to keep them oppressed.
Are you suggesting that the vice president's trip to South America to determine the root causes did not achieve its intended purpose?
100% not.
Yeah, that was always dubious from the beginning.